I've tried to tell you this 100 times. Not getting better by lying there pretending to cry. You on repeat, you can't see cause you have closed your eyes. You say you listen, but you're missing what it's all about. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. I'll try to help you, but you keep reading between the lines. There's nothing there for you to complicate, we're not aligned. You say you listen, but guessing that's just another sign. Not growing up, you're growing old, you laugh, keep passing. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Now if you break it, I can take it, I don't need a prize. Leave out the fact that I am up against 1,000 guys. My intuition efficient cause I can use my mind. Don't try to tell me how it's done, you haven't done your time. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah. Rise up now. If you never fall, you don't change at all. Cry out now. Have you given up? I will never stop, yeah.
We are not supposed to be here. I didn't realize until now. Guess one more wrong letter, I'm a hangman. If you mess this up, you really let me down. You know that I'm afraid of tiny spaces. How could you leave me here too high? I can't tell the difference in their faces. Monsters come in different shapes and sizes. Good, nowhere else to be. Small voices singing set me free. Set me free. You said you'd hope to die. You've crossed my heart now too many times. You know the feeling is gigantic. Although we're barely missing naked eye. The messages we send are transatlantic. And you can barely tell that I am really shy. Oh, I'm so shy. You said you'd hope to die. You've crossed my heart now too many times. I'd stick a needle in your eye. But I'm too shy. You can string me up like I'm your puppet. The houseboy or the milkman or the maid. You know I will stay silent, I won't force it. You give me every chance to leave, but I still stay. I hold the light up close against the window, signaling
Trigger says it's time to go. So let's go. Welcome, everybody. That did not work. The late night crypto chart with Road Dogg starting right now. Of course, I've got to do a quick little mic check here. So today in Bitcoin, we're at the same price we were at pretty much last night when we were here. A lot of stuff happened in between, but here we are again. 26,000, just a little bit over it and just hanging out there. Not going up, not going down, just all these tiny little bitty shorts are doing nothing but eating up me with these. Lots of arts. Big news for today. Let's just jump right into it. Let's not put it off any further. Let's just go ahead and talk about it before everybody else does, because I'm late night. I get to this stuff early before everybody talks about it in the morning, when it's officially announced that Ben Armstrong will no longer be working with Hit Network, BJ Investment Holdings, and all subsidiary brands, including, but not limited to, Bitboy Crypto and Around the Blockchain. This decision has not been made easy. However, after long consideration, we are confident this is the only path forward. If you have any questions, please reach out to Drew. Interesting turn of events. This is posted by Rand Nooner, Crypto Man Rand. Tom Crown had this to say. Afshan Imrani had some very interesting comments made there. Sorry, used to love him, no more. Rice TV at Crypto Man Rand. The opportunists leaking private information. Ask Jack. They ask people to keep this private until the team makes a public statement tomorrow, Monday, 8/28. You're definitely a piece of work, man. CryptoStevo.e said, "Hey, I used to be a chat mod for old Bitboy Crypto. My guess is irreconcilable differences between Ben and his former partners at Hit Network Around the Blockchain. That's me putting it kindly. But if you want some more juicy insider knowledge, be sure to DM me." Corey Clipson says, "DM, let's do this." Hit Network says a formal statement will be made tomorrow, so I guess we'll wait for that. However, interesting that Ben Armstrong, under the Ben account at this is, this coin, Ben everywhere, the coin that he started there. His announcement is this has been TJ Shed and Justin Williams have attempted a coup at my company. Just confirming what is going around. It's true. There's been a mutiny at Bitboy Crypto and Hit Network, but it won't work. They have no leverage. Until they can clone me, I have nothing to worry about. Because they're all low IQ idiots. Oh, that's not on there. That's just usually how you end statements. So interesting. I thought this picture was very pretty. I thought that was interesting. When's the next rock pool? So all kinds of memes just going everywhere. Mr. Ben Armstrong. So the other, is it not on here? Obama, because we gotta see this. This particular tweet here. Man, doesn't Twitter have a dark mode? I could have sworn I had this one. Here's another. That's not what I was looking for. There was a very interesting tweet that made allegations. I think it's right. I think it's this one right here. No, that's just the first one. Interesting allegations against him of federal and state investigations. So just kind of, I guess we'll find out tomorrow what's really going on. God help him. Oh, there we go. Some have commented that he's no longer Bitboy. Now he's just Boy. So, turn of events. Interesting things in crypto. Bitboy reportedly leaving the Bitboy channel. This was one, but I did see another reference to it. There are apparently rumors that Bitboy, Ben, in parentheses, is leaving the Bitboy channel and transferring the IP to others because of some sort of investigation, says Adam Cochran, adamcochran.eth. And the Bitboy Twitter account removed his face from the PFP, the Puffed. I believe that's profile page, if I'm being tech savvy. So interesting. Just not going to see his face there. The show's had I don't know. What do you guys think? I used to watch him a couple years ago. Watch him a lot. And I don't know. It's changed. I'll just say that. I'll just say this kind of changed. It's changed a lot from the early times when a lot of people are accusing him of things. And I know I saw lots of coins that were thrown out there. And here is the issue with that. And this is what I went through, So I've been in crypto a long time, but coming back, in and out and all this with mining and whatnot. Still don't understand the game yet, right? And there's Bitboy and, talking about all these different coins and how great they are, and okay, well, he's got to know what he's talking about because, I've been away. I wasn't up on all the latest newcomers. They're popping off every other day. So, I mean, for anybody coming into this market, YouTube is very influential. And I think that the creators, content creators, streamers, we need to keep that in mind. And also, the viewers need to keep that in mind, man. You can be easily influenced by this. I get influenced. I'm watching somebody do chart and they've got something, they're explaining, making their statement, their argument. I'm saying, yeah, I think you got something. Yeah. Hey, man, but when you're new into crypto and you got these people out here so confidently just talking about how this thing is going to change everything, how this one's going to go to the moon, how this one's going to do this, or my group or whatever is just going to make it, you just got so much influence out there. And you people are susceptible to it. And I remember that I was. Oh, you got to know what you're talking about. And of course, if they made money in their YouTube career with crypto, they don't necessarily make it all in crypto. Let's just get it straight. Let's get it. That's a true fact. I mean, think about it. If you have a subscription service, say you got 800 people of your 50,000 followers giving you $1,000 a month, $100 a month, not $1,000, $100 a month, $80,000 a month coming in there. Very easy to make it look like you made this incredible come up during this bear market. I don't know. YouTube. I digress. We are here to look at Bitcoin. It is 11/14. August 27th on a Sunday. The week has closed, so let's just get that out of the way and then let's get on to some other stuff. Here's my deal. We're in the middle of an Ichimoku cloud. You usually don't spit out the bottom of them. You usually spit out the top or somewhere better than where we are now. That's just how it works, especially if you got a little bit of green over here. So, but the weekly candle, twas this one on this one right here, we'll go to regular candles. We've started a new one, a little bit of tiny one right there. You gotta squeeze your eyes, use a magnifying glass, get your bifocals, cause it's a real tiny. And right beside it's even another tiny one. This candle right here in the middle of this ring cloud, a doji candle, means indecision, man. We don't know. We went up here, went down here. We're just gonna hang out in the middle, man, kind of figure it out. Now we're starting out a new candle at a lower low, man. Can we go lower? Yes, we can. Can we go lower and still be okay? It's getting kind of spooky when you start going lower. The good thing that we got for us on this weekly chart is that this is technically a higher high, or a higher low rather than the previous low. So we are, by all technical standards, still in an uptrend. So until we actually break this point right here, let's make a big old nasty red line there. And that's 24,000, tells me right over here in this little bar to the right, $24,768. I know I'm probably off by a few dollars there. And I know that on this chart, the wick is lower. Let's talk about that. On the perpetual futures chart, it is lower. You go to any spot chart. Let's go with Kraken. With Kraken. Right here. Right here. Well, see that we got down to about $24,752. The wick that we came down to is $24,788. So most of it on your spot markets, which are not as manipulated as the fake perpetual futures. You guys know that all that stuff is fake, right? There's not an actual Bitcoin there at all. It's all IOUs. But on the real markets, we did not make that lower low. So we're technically still in an uptrend until that point is broken. So that's Bitcoin. And we can still come down to that area again. So just throwing that out there. $4 looks, well, it was looking brutal. Now it looks a little hopeful. With a little bit of green over here in the Ichimoku cloud. That's why I keep the cloud around. It helps me see. I would probably miss that if it weren't for the cloud. But it is wanting to go down. So a little damp and a little hope. A little hope in the outskirts there that we could come back up. And that would probably have to play like a bearish retest of this trend line, which does not line up at all on these candles on this time frame. What we got going on here, buddy? I don't like that trend line. That trend line sucks. You could do that, but that would be inaccurate, I think. You just got this big, ugly gap here. I don't know what it is. So that's from that side, but from this side, we got this guy, back this guy up to our candle bodies, next candle bodies, and this is what we're working at. And now we can work with that. Now this makes more sense than trying to figure out what's this big hump and this pattern thing. I want to cut through it. This is waving around. I don't get it. What kind of triangle? Well, zoom out, baby. Zoom out. And then go from candle body to candle bodies. You want to get at least 2 touches. You're looking for a third. You need 2 on one side, at least 3 on the other to have a valid pattern. We got 1, 2, 3. We got more technically candles touching there, and 2 segments down here where we got our touches set. We're good. I'm gonna pause from the charts just a minute just to say hello to all the beautiful people checking in. How is everyone doing today, man? Strega, how you doing? Grimmer, glad to see you, man. Lee Andrew, my original road dog right there. My original OG. Oof, oof. Michael Anthony, glad to have you guys here. Now, since I've got you here, For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. A couple things I do need to talk about before we get too much further. One is, that is not it. Well, there are memberships available on YouTube now. I'm still trying to work out what all we're going to do, but get something special and kind of a little private-y going on. They're not, nothing big or major. But if there's interest in that, we can go that way. If not, then hey, we'll just roll with whatever. This is what I want to talk to you about. I just changed the sign in the right-hand corner of the screen, if you can see that. I have not yet reached 1,000 subs. It's been slow coming lately, so that gives us a little bit, little longer to play out, but I've got a contest going on. They're giving away free Tangem wallets. Got 3 wallet sets to give away. And there are 3 different ways to win. Details are in the description below. It's really simple. I don't have you jumping through hoops or nothing. It's just leaving a comment a certain way on the live streams. And maybe hitting that like button. Although that not necessary to qualify, but it does help the channel and does help us reach that goal of 1,000 subs and get these wallets given away. Seems like my subs have slowed down since I've stopped making actual coin videos. Seems like going live, just not getting out there as much. But I do like the live because it helps me keep up with stuff and be a little bit more current with everything than a video that can be outdated in just a few weeks. I lose the chat again. So I am still figuring out how to do all the streaming stuff, but bear with me. Michael Anthony says PAGs looks good, and I listened to earnings call and profit of 24 cents, which low PF, which book value went up a little bit. We'll take a look at that. So on this channel, or on this show, we started out as a teaching channel, and I still have those teaching videos up, Chart School. And just kind of gradually came to live streaming. And that was part of the plan too. Lay down the foundation and then build from it. But I'm here, if you want me to take a look at coins, I will take a look at it. We'll chart them together. I try to explain this in a way so that if you watch me after a while, you'll pick this stuff up, and you know, there's no need for a paid training course or anything, unless that's what you want. Just pick it up as you go, baby. It is not as hard as it seems, and everyone has a different style, and maybe you'll see something in my style that will help you out. Leandro says, I'm still waiting for a brief, strong altcoin season. Oh, you and me both, and I'm telling you, it's looking kind of rough. And maybe before we get to PAGs and a few of the other coins, need to take a look at total 3. Do I see one coming anytime soon? Good question. All right, so let's go to total 3. Move that around. Somebody's been moving stuff. Total 3 is basically into some all the altcoins. Outside of Ethereum, we got Ethereum out of the picture, and we've got Bitcoin out of the picture. And since it's Sunday night and we want to know what's really going on, we should just zoom out to the weekly. So I was really wanting this pattern to play out, but it never confirmed. But we were watching it. Looked very promising. Looked very hopeful. And you might be able to see a shoulder, a head, and starting to form a shoulder, but it didn't. So you can't call it. Until it actually comes up and meets that trend line, makes that neckline. It's not confirmed, so we have to call it possible. So we've been watching a possible inverted head and shoulders, which looks like you're broke, baby. Looks like that's not happening. It still could. It could. We can still do a funky shoulder here as long as we come back up to the trend line. It can still complete the pattern. But it was just a big disappointment that it took a detour. It did very well. all through the other areas of that pattern. And that pattern was so important because it's a very bullish pattern. It gives us a measured move coming up to about 520 billion. That's a lot of billions, 170 billion coming into the crypto market. Yeah, we want that. Make number go up. But it is kind of bearish. We lost this 200 moving average several different times. Looks like we did a bearish retest on it. We're under our 9 moving average on the weekly. That's this green line here, and that's just basically bearish, especially on the weekly. So we do have our trend lines, roughly. Good guidelines here. We go to the outskirts of these lines, and I mean, we could come down. We are coming down. We just don't know quite how far. The closest that we can get to, really, guess-wise, Fibonacci, where it may come down to 311. So we may be losing about another $14 billion in altcoins. That would suck. Or we could be finding support here at the 618 Fibonacci and starting to get a bounce back up. But that may take it another week to play out. But overall, not looking so great. Being below that 9, not so great. So altcoins look like they're going to suffer a little bit. One other thing we want to take a look at is Bitcoin dominance, which, you know, this is a bearish pattern, so it should come down, right? Now, Bitcoin dominance comes down, that should help our altcoins. So this is the other thing we got to look at. But she's not looking all that bearish. It looks like we got rejected off the 200 moving average on Bitcoin dominance, right? So we've been for the longest, man, for years. It's April 21. Since the bull market. Since the first top, right? It's odd, but Bitcoin dominance actually fell. And we've been in range, right? Bitcoin has just been coming down since then. It's been in a range, but and just forcing Bitcoin's price down. And we finally broke out of that range. And we did not want that because we wanted it to fall. When dominance falls in Bitcoin, especially when Bitcoin just goes sideways like it does now, altcoins can take a pop. So that's what we need. We got a bearish pattern that should break down. Should. And hopefully will. Looking on the daily, we're looking like we've got a chance. But man, I think it's going to put up a little bit of a fight. But when that happens, not too soon. We still got a little ways for that to happen. We might see a little bit of bump out altcoins. Chef Natron, how's it going, man? Glad to have you here. Appreciate that. So sadly, just not a sign of altcoin season right now. It looks like we're going to go back into the accumulation or maybe fall. I would suck for it to fall. So really hoping this 618 Fibonacci holds. So here's the thing. See, the price fell all the way down past the 786 Fibonacci, and then we're kind of flagging here. So that's what we got on our side. This 618 area will hold. It's also, I didn't mean to make it sound so bearish. There is a chance we're getting a bump up, but it's just taking it a while, man. And it will. I think it's going to be a slow one. But we're trying to regain the 9 moving average on the daily. That's what it's working on. It's showing some signs. It just hasn't made the flip yet. And when it makes that flip, I'll feel a whole lot better regaining that 9 moving average. And then we're in a bullish pattern, actually, this falling channel, and we should go up. So as long as we just hold this little area right here, and that should help all our altcoins. So someone asked for PAGs. Never heard of PAGs? PAG's not found in crypto with such criteria. Kimosabi. CoinGecko over here. I was checking out Alex earlier. Interesting coin. $1.8 million market cap. This is on the Bitcoin DeFi. Alex DeFi. 21 million total supply. 21 million circulating supply. Interesting tokenomics there. On a growing chain on the original OG. Just, you know, put it on your radar. It's on the Stacks layer 2 ecosystem. Stacks is disappointing me, if I might say that. So PAGs, let's look at PAGs and see what it is. Okay. Is that a stock? It looks to be a stock. Okay, so Paseguro. Oh, I've heard that before. Paseguro. That's good. The cloud's making a little right angle there in L, so we may be in accumulation here. Let's zoom out, baby. Man, I'm on the weekly. I thought this would be easy. Let's go to the monthly. Ooh, baby, monthly just been hit. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Ooh, baby, baby, baby. What have we got going on here? Well, there's some good signs on the monthly. That is that we are above the 9 moving average. That's a big deal. Got it last month, actually. So PAGs. Stokes are a little high, but the MACD, RSI is tanked to the bottom. You got to bullish cross a couple months ago here. Over here in this area. Got a little bit of divergence going on there. Just a little bit. Is it enough to flip us? RSI is bottomed out on the monthly. I mean, you couldn't ask for a better... Well, you could. You could ask for stochastics to be bottomed out with the RSI. That would be the perfect entry. And for those of you guys that don't know that little trick, this is the stochastics RSI. And this is the regular RSI. And so when you can find on a big time frame, both of them down at the bottom of your price action, because currently, you know, we got RSI at the bottom, but we got stochastics are like at the top, right? This is a good setup, and especially if you find that on several different time frames. Just throwing that alpha out there for those of you that may not know that. So you guys do know that. Help me get out of here. There we go. But I like the monthly for PAGs, whatever. Paseguro. It's fun to say. Weekly sucks though. Weekly's below the 9. Weekly looks like it could drop more. So yeah, not happy about that on the weekly. Monthly looked interesting, so still might have a little bit more to play with here. You could ride this trend line. It could bounce here, do something, you know, and be boring and stay. It could, or it could just ride this trend line down again. So currently, what I'm seeing on the weekly is not looking so hot to me. I don't see any signs of it turning around yet. I'll put it that way. I see some signs of it maybe just now getting started. Take a look at that. You just now This week got the bearish cross on Paseguro on the MACD, saying it'll probably be doing a nice little long leg down like one of these guys. So that would not be fun to ride out. So looking for any kind of signs. I see no bullish divergence. At a bottom, I would be looking a little bit for bullish divergence there. Now there's been there is some from over here, but I think instead of it giving you a bounce up and reversal, it's just kind of slowed it. So there may be, you know, we're getting around in shape there. I would look hopefully for things to just kind of round out. And so maybe even come down, and you know, you may have a range back down to about $6.05 somewhere through there before things actually bottom out. I think it's trying to bottom. We're just not there yet. It's definitely, I don't think it's the time to buy it yet. This could be a retest of a falling wedge, but you know, also they got that wick up there. So technically we could have a falling wedge that big. We just want more touches so we can be more accurate. I would still look at this in a falling wedge, just a bigger one. And looks like it wants to come down here to about 383. Wouldn't that suck? So if you're looking for a short target, 785 would be the next place I'm looking for it to head. Now that is a bottoming zone when we start playing with these bib measurements, so we'll have to watch it when it gets there, see if there's any sign for a possible reversal at this area, because it could. We could do a double bottom, or it, you know, could be working on a bigger move down. So still, what I would wait on this one. The daily, the daily does not have much. Not too much going for it. It's got the 100 crossed over the yellow. And sometimes if you backtest this idea, sometimes when you get that bearish cross, it's just the timing. This is a lagging indicator. So, I mean, it actually should have been, you know, actually, that should be a bullish, right? But it's a bullish crossover, but usually at the point that it does, there's a dump. A lot of times, not every time, but a lot. I've been seeing that a lot on my back tests. I can definitely see 785 coming back into it. Daily, we're getting low on RSI, so good chance maybe to wick back down through there, and you'll be ending up mostly in a channel. If I can redraw my trend lines here. See how much confluence we got with that little guy right there. Okay, so putting it candle body to candle body, it catches the wick. And there we go. So we should be following this down, and that's actually a bullish pattern. So stays in this until it doesn't, but it should get a partial decline hopefully here, and then maybe have a chance to break out. But this will be over the next, man, this will be a while. It's saying when there's some bullish divergence here on this move with the momentum waves. It's not really on the RSI. I think the RSI has more weight, although Jason Casper seems to make these things work somehow for him. They don't always work when I see them. RSI, usually. All right, guys. Hey, you guys want to see something cool? I tried to show this last night, but it wasn't making any freaking sense when I brought it up. I have a couple of moving averages. They're very unique that I want to share with you. They kind of give you clues. It's just something to ponder about how this works, right? With Bitcoin. So we go to the OG Bitcoin chart, and I am looking for, where are you? No, dude. Swear to God, you were here. There, baby. Did I move you? I moved you, didn't I? Yeah, watch me. Are you kidding me? All right, well, we will try it on the other chart with the big history. That's annoying, dude. Just grayscale big crypto insight, right? That's where we're trying to go. I am just wanting BTC in crypto. All-time history index, that works for me. Okay, so let's move over to the 3-day. Oh, well, here's an O prediction right here. Seeing price in the falling wedge and taking the move of it. Says we could go up to 42,000 and doesn't tell you how long it's going to take. This is on a 3-day chart. You know what I like about the 3-day chart? As bearish as Bitcoin is, we still got that golden cross right here that happened August 2nd. Bullish as all get out. That is your official buy signal. And since that happened, we dumped. And sometimes it happens, but the signal's still good. Look, the 9, just some things to peep out here. That's actually positive about Bitcoin that we're seeing on the 3-day. I'm starting to really like the 3-day chart. I think it gives a lot more insight. But I know the 9's looking bearish, right? But it has not crossed over the 200 yet. It may not. Doesn't have to. Because we also got every, the 100, the 50, the 21, they're all angled up and going up and to the right? We just got the 200s kind of moving down and on the 9 with it right now. We got some evening out going here. So I actually think this looks actually good. The 3-day chart actually looks good for Bitcoin, in my opinion. 3-day chart looks like it could make a little comeback. It's going to retest that non-moving average, and that's at 28,000. So right there in that area. That's just what I see. But we've also got this 100 moving average, 24,451 in the works too. So are we going to tap it first? Let's see. We can actually do, we touched the 50 to that. We went back to the 50. That's as far as we went to the 100. We hadn't really made it down there yet. Are you still trying to, baby? It may be trying to. That's a long way to fall. But anyway, I digress. I was wanting to show you some really cool stuff right here on the 3-day. So let me get rid of this Fibonacci. Zoom out. Just look at this shot here. Get rid of all the confusing lines. We'll turn off my moving averages. Turn off the cloud. And the first one I'm starting out with is the 365, just like 365 days in the year. And I find it interesting that it holds very well to the bottom areas and things, right? In the major areas. We come down a little bit below it, but so not perfectly catching the bottoms, but sure does catch some nice little patterns there as a head and shoulders in that one. Catching these normal bottom areas there. What I thought was interesting about this particular one, it's also catching this big dip we had in May when we lost it. It caught that wick there. Interesting. But look at this. Both of these tops, it was resistance. So this makes this one relative now. This one makes this moving average kind of important to keep in mind. So when I turn on my other ones, now we can see a bearish cross of the 200 over that line right over here. So we're getting that influence. However, notice that it's still going pretty strong, right? So we also have that weight from this heavier moving average giving a little influence here. Hopefully putting a little bit of brakes on the 200. Just throwing that out there on this chart. But watch it. Do you want to see something really cool? Moving average. Watch what happens when I type in 666, the number of the beast. Watch this. Watch it. So as far back as we go right here, right? 666. The first dump. The first bottom. Well, there's a double bottom there. So that was the lower one. $160. Crashed down. Hit the 666 moving average. Was that freaky? Is that freaky? I'm just asking you. Is that freaky? Look at it. Look at it. Dun-dun-dun. All right, check this out. Yo, check this out. Look, another wick down to the 666. When was this? The pandemic, when Satan himself struck the world, came down to the 666 moving average on Bitcoin. It's true. Got proof of it right here. Sure enough, the 666. You want to see something else? So it looks like the big drops, the devil drop, the evil drop, went down to the 666. Look at here. Do Kwon. Remember this back in the summer? We were hanging around 30,000. Oh, look, boys, like we might go some up. Hoping to go up. Hoping this was the bottom for the bear market. Or we were hoping we were getting another bounce at that point. Drop. Where to? The 666. Dum dum dum. Hey, Grimmer. You're from Germany. Cool, welcome. Glad to have you here. I think it's is it late where you are? Drop down to the 666. We had a little get back and then all the other stuff started falling out, right? That just set off the domino effect. Boom. This is, let's speculate. Can we speculate? I would really like, the $1.60 price. I want to go back and research what was going on in the markets, or in the world at that time. Seriously. Because think about this. Engineered. There was an engineered thing that happened that got loose, right? It was created, right? Governments were behind that. Governments brought this to be the 666, okay? Now let's ponder this thing. We know that crypto's been under attack. We've known it for a fact since about November, but did they start that? No. They were doing some funky things over here. Playing with crypto back in March and all that, dropping these prices. Do Kwon, if you look into that, and with Alameda and all this other juicy stuff that we have yet to find out, there's some heavy influence of that being purposely to offset Bitcoin. They were coming after crypto dudes. So they took out UST stablecoin and Luna and created this huge cascade. Each dump coming back to the 666. Then we lost the 666, man. We made a I don't know, a very shapely bottom, I might say. That's pretty gorgeous. Would you agree? So the 666, and then we made this underneath it. Nice juicy cheek bottom saying, hey, the bottom's in for the market. That's my opinion. Some people don't see that. We came up and then we had that drop, baby, all the way back. Do you remember that? We got to 25,000. Woo, baby. And there were those calling for us to go back to 10,000, but we didn't. We stopped at 19,000 at the 666. I can't remember what triggered that off, but I'm wondering if something government-y was going on at the time. See where I'm going with this? Just wonder. Are we going to come back to the 666? God, I hope not, because it would be good, though. That's not the point I was saying, though. I'm just showing. Is that interesting or not? The 666 moving average. You want to see something else cool, though? You want to see something else cool? Yeah. Check out the 777. No, I'm for real. I am for real, man. For real. You ready? Boom, bottom. Boom, the bottom. Isn't that cool? It actually got the bottom. It didn't cut off the bottoms. It got the bottoms. Isn't that cool? The 777 came in to save the day. Actually, when I did the math on this one, I mean, the 777 just sounds cool to go with their story, but the actual move I got was 820 to catch those bottom wicks there. And that's the only one I got. But isn't that cool? That's neat. So, oh, wrong one. So we'll throw the 365 back on there. I don't want to put the 666 on there just because. And that's the cool stuff that I just wanted to kind of share with you. Little Bitcoin trivia there. And moving average. Well, interesting. Me anyway. All right. Lane is stuck at the 666 fib. You just summoned Ozzy in my bedroom. Shalom! Shalom! He's eating bats now. I like Ozzy. All right, so Bitcoin sucks. We know it's coming down, and I mean, just the way we would normally play this on any other given pattern on anything, we look for a 618 retracement, which was right under 24,000. It hasn't got there. We've been hanging around the 50, and we could remember it is a higher low, so we may go up. Got chances to do lots of different little things. I'm not seeing a lot of people say this yet, but it will. They'll start saying it. Possible head and shoulders. Boom. Come down. Boom. Hit these areas. That's a possibility. Not saying it. Not seeing a lot of people say that right now. Some people, I thought a lot of people are just expecting us to come straight down, which that rarely happens. It can, though. We're in a pattern that can do that. We are. It's a bear flag, technically. It can. So that is one possibility there. Which brings us down to about 21,400. That would suck. But like I said, until we break this other low here, we're not close to it right now. We're good. And we got a good chance to come up and retest this trend line. And there is that slim, crazy possibility that, you know, it could just keep going up from that trend line and doing something, you know, something different. The world is open to us. So we figured this, we see the signs as they play out. And we just have to watch for the signs to know what they're going to do, because sometimes it gets in a pickle like it is right now. And you can't see if this is a diamond pattern or if this is a bear flag. Because it could technically be both. It's depending on how you're looking at it. But Sunday, looking at the weekly, there is a little hope, a little promise, but man, there's not a lot of it. It still needs a little oomph. The lower time frames, though, some of them are looking bearish. More go down, more go down. 4 hour especially looking bearish. Last time it looked bearish, we had this drop. Had this little drop, probably something kind of, you know, along those lines there. That was a big drop. So, maybe now if we're in a range, and we could be, if we were really, really bearish, don't you think we would drop? Baby, don't you think we would drop? Remember back when we were in the bear market, it was like, you know, price just barely got up to a target and boom, you know, it would fall. I mean, it was like a rock every chance it had. And now we're hanging around, we're floating. We're trying to push the price down. It's like, it's not going. People are wanting Bitcoin at some juicy prices. Fewer and fewer Bitcoin out there, $26,000 for Bitcoin. Man, it's time to be stacking some Bitcoin. My personal opinion is, with all the, the notoriety Bitcoin is getting, the name that it has for itself, it's everywhere. People are looking at Bitcoin now as serious. They're looking at the regular money system as what it is. It's not good, man. Not good. It's not real. It's fake. It's an illusion. They're fucking fooling you. It's not real. But they're taxing the hell out of you, and that's real. And you're having to give up your life going to that job that you may, if you love it, then you love it. You're set. But if you're forced to do it and you don't like it, yeah, you're spending all your time there. 8 hours a day usually, right? 1/3 of your day. And you're giving about half of that back to the man in taxes. Taxed when you get it, taxed when you spend it. Not a good system. Not a member. How's it going, man? All right, so let's look at some altcoins because it's time for me to go. We spent all this time on Bitcoin, but what is really going on, man? There are some setups that I did post today over on Telegram, and I think the quickest way for us to run through this after we talked about Bitboy and Bitcoin, I got some juicy setups, and I did make a few. I actually bought in on something today, more of a swing trade on Ethereum. So let's go over to the Telegram and to the trade setup area. Pull those other guys up. So some of them we may have touched on last night, but maybe still worth looking at here. Is that Bitcoin? A0. And I think we did. Currently in a juicy buy zone, however, it is still below the non-moving average. I'm seeing this down in here at this this has been a good bargain area that I can't tell you what it's at. 82 cents, being a great little bargain area. We're at 82 right now, I believe. This little guy. So we went over Decred last night. I don't want to bore you guys with repeating the same things. Went over Cadena. Well, okay, those are from last night. This we'd go over Terra with ETH because Terra ETH looks freaking bullish to me. If you can see that on your screen, looks like an AB equals CD type move, breakout of a falling channel. It's got all the settings like this one was ripped. This is Taraxa coin against Ethereum. And I got a target up here. Currently it's at 0.0000446 Ethereum. And we're going up to 979. So 130% return possible. Measure moves the lengths of the pole. It's also 27 Fibonacci confluence area saying, baby, let's go. So I jumped in on that. This one is the one that I want to look at tonight. I want to look at it on this chart. This one, if you're looking for an obscure coin that you probably have not even thought about, that may make it, may not make it, I don't know, but it did before. This is the gem pick that I want to share with you tonight. It's not Alex. We'll take a look at that one too. Are you ready? So if you want a lottery degen play, let's take a look at this one. Idle, 20 cents, $13 million or 13 million maximum supply, 5.4 million out there now, $1.15 million market cap. Total, well, they got a total value locked over there, 35 million. Very little in there right now. I like a win swap. So a small little, let's go to it. Let's check it out. This is not sponsored or anything. This is totally from the chart and everything I saw. IDLE, the yield automation protocol. DeFi yields aren't easy to manage. IDLE makes you feel like they are. They got an app. Did I do that? Did we actually go in the app? While I'm loading the app, let's go down here. So they got, I think they got bots with AI. Am I mistaken on that? Automated and algorithmic rebalance, zero gas cost optimization. I'm not I've never used this platform, but people do use this stuff. And I might if it makes sense to me. Okay, so all this. So, I mean, very well developed on this, right? This isn't just something putting together, oh, this working on a vaporware project. They're already got something up and working, right? So they got yield bots and yield trenches. 27 APY, that's cool. APY, Ethereum, Matic, USTD. So it's interesting. So you guys can check that out if you're interested in that. It's on Polygon and also Ethereum. All right, so 20 cents, right? All-time high was $30, February 2021. All-time low was a year ago. In September, it was 15 cents. So this is what it did over the year. It actually got up to 60 cents February. So in January, when things started running up, it ran up to, and it ran up to 60 cents. And just gradually came back down, but it got up to $30. Does that pique your interest? You're looking with those 100 Xers. Might be one. Has been before. She started out at 0. Well, no, she's about $2. Went up to 10. Came back to 2. Went up to 30. And here we are at 23 cents. And, I mean, it's not like Augur or Rep. When we check that out, I mean, you can't even do anything there, right? I mean, that's clearly, I still believe that Augur is a dead project. This one's a working thing. It's working. So connect your ledger, connect all this, dude. Check it out. It may be something. It may be that 100X that we've been looking for, man. So let's take a look at the charts. I'm just pulling up Rep here. IDLE, IDLE. Now I was doing this against Ethereum, but they've got it on Binance. And it was on Polygon. That's what it said on the thing. I'm not seeing it here. Well, it'd be running through the Ethereum one. So you can do it against Ethereum and Binance. Now, is this one? I did not check. What I did not check. So you need to make sure if you want to do this, you know, you're a place that has liquidity. It sucks if you buy something and you have no place to sell it, right? Or there's no demand for it. But, so it's mostly one of these DeFi plays. It's not really on the exchanges yet. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't. So you just have to know that it's a swap thing, maybe. Bancor has it, Uniswap 3, SushiSwap, Balancer, all have it available over there. The majority of it seems to be where? Well, Uniswap has got the most volumes, followed by SushiSwap. Okay. But what makes it look interesting I think this is the right thing right here. Well, I've got it. I'm sure. Let me get back to my other watch list. I've got the chart down here. Supposed to have had it down there. Supposed to have added that, stupid. Do I have to recharge you all over? So this has got me. It says wrapped ether on Ethereum, but this is the US dollar price. That's probably why I'm not got my chart. But let's go ahead and look at the dollar price too, since that's what we're comparing it to. It went to $30, right? Definitely at a bottom area, a little bit above the bottom area. That one. Let me go to check the chat here. New Pepe 3X from me, so I just hold my initial investment. Ooh. Awesome. T13 Dimitri below a penny. We'll take a look. Seems like last time I looked at it, it was on a possible downtrend. Trigger says I'm holding the 88 million. I'm always more comfortable when I know it's all house money and then replant a new seed elsewhere. Yes, sir. That's an excellent way to do it. I thought you were talking about. All right, so Idle, just wanted to put on your radar there. I'm gonna get to. Is this it? No, that's still the dollar. I've got it charted out. Maybe I have to pull up the chart on Telegram then, because I can't. I thought I added it to this thingy here. So if I don't find it in a minute, we'll go to the Telegram chart. Here's wrapped ether. Okay, so ether is 0.000148 at the moment, right? Bottom was 0.000099. Just to give you some reference. And this is daily, but zip, look, I'm not saying that it can do this and get back up to these crazy highs, but do you see what I'm doing here? What the hell? Okay, I don't trust this chart as far as I can throw this chart. We're pulling up the Telegram chart. Jeez. So Idle, here's my breakdown on it. The whole trade setup. Let's just go ahead and put the whole trade setup up here. It's got bullish RSI divergence. This is on the daily. All-time high is $30.58. I think it's a great lottery ticket play or even a swing trade at the moment, because there's some longer targets and there's some shorter targets. It's got bullish RSI divergence. The price is above the 9 moving average on the daily, and it's a right angle broadening wedge with a 64% chance to break to the upside. So here's the chart. Let me see where this is. It's Idle, wrapped ether, E390. Okay. So it's in the degen buy zone at the moment. So I went ahead and snagged a little bit. I was like, there are ways to set limit orders, I think, with the bots and things with Uniswap, but just doing it in general, yeah, I'm not set up to do that. It can get a pullback. It's got a chance to get, retraced at the 100 moving average, but it's got bullish divergence, baby. She's ready to do something. She's ready to do something. Targets I got coming up here, 28%. And the safe way, I wish I had the chart. If you wanted to make the safe play, you would buy the retest of this pattern. Oh, dude, I got to find this chart. Okay, Idle. Oh, you're not helping me out here putting it that way, man. Well, I'm not trying to get a bunch of dead space on the stream. I'm just trying to narrow it down and get the 390C. That's it, right? There's my chart. Okay, good. We got it. So that's the contract and everything. So here we go. Weekly chart, right? And we've had this. It's been confirmed. The big Bitboy, the fired Bitboy, green dot right there. Actually, these are green dots that they're really talking about. Or the bottom, yeah. But money flow is coming to the upside. Stochastics, everything looking good. It's looking good. Missed the bottom, but we can catch the ride, right? RSI, looking beautiful to the upside. MACD just getting started, baby. Just getting started. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the angle. Look at the angle to the dangle. Angle to, it's got some angle to the dangle. Not the greatest angle to the dangle, but it's got some angle to the dangle. It's not lackluster. So, and just starting. Now, if you would join me on the daily chart or idle, because I think maybe I'll get your interest on it now. We can draw some lines here. You know, consider that as a falling wedge breakup, right? 70% of the time, basically. I think that statistic is technically higher. Nice move to the upside, and I still consider all this to be a great buy zone. And this is from 0.00011 to 0.000136 ETH, Ethereum, okay? So the other pattern we're looking at, let me get rid of that so it's not confusing. This one right up here. So we got a flat top. A flat top, okay? Opening, broadening, a right angle broadening wedge. Flat top, baby. Anyway, this little sucker here has a 64% chance to break to the upside. So if you say, Road Dog, I don't know about that coin. It looks interesting, but I don't know. I may have to wait. I just need something a little bit more. Well, I would tell you then wait till whatever it breaks out. When it does the retest, and that will be around 0.0001622, that would be the buy. And from that point is where I got my targets listed. From that point, the safest point, 28% return on your Ethereum. So you put 1 ETH in and you get 1.28 back, basically. But now, buying it where it is now, if you took that chance, or wait till it comes lower, but we'll just say it's where it's at now, that's a 60% return, 59.58. So 1 ETH gets you back 1.6 ETH. If you can catch it a little lower, say one at 1226 in that area, 0.0001226, 77% return. So see, that's just to the first target, man. That's to the first target. Let's take it back up to where it is now. And let's see, right now we're getting right around 60% to that one. 86% to the next target at 2527. The next target is 2860, and that's 110. You put in 1 ETH, you get back 2.1 ETH back. We're not even close to working up to any of these crazy higher levels, man. We're not. So if it does go on a tear, imagine. Because you're getting in at these juicy bottom end prices here. And the 618, I don't even have a target up there, I don't believe. There's a 618 retracement of this particular move, which would bring us back up to the top here that we lost. We have to retest that at some time to make it any further. It'll take a while, not saying it will be anytime soon, but that's a 134%. You could put a fraction of an ETH in, go with that target, and come out with a whole ETH. That's on how you want to play it. So I'm going to be looking more at ETH pairs and Bitcoin pairs because I want to grow those babies. But that's the one I wanted to share tonight. Thought that one was kind of cool. So that's my alpha. But we do have some other things that we can definitely look at tonight. Some of the things we do want to take a look at. We don't want to forget about Atom Cosmos because it's at a juicy, juicy price. So we're sure I have a chart because I posted it, right? So I'm flipping. You probably can't see it because you got all this other stuff in the way with the wallet ads and everything, but I'm flipping through the watch list over here. Preferably trying to find, there it is. I got Atom and BC. Oh, okay. Let's look at it in BTC first, then we'll look at it in dollars. Probably not used to looking at things in BTC pairs because that's OG. That's pre-stable coin. So Atom, pretty interesting Satoshi levels, 0.00027. The lowest that we've got at 0.00024. Can it come down? Probably. We're just kind of getting a feel for about where it's at. So if I were going to deploy Bitcoin on that, I would wait till I got confirmed bounce on this one, but I keep my eye on it for some lower levels. It can come down just a little bit more. And Bitcoin, but dollar-wise, wouldn't even be taking a look at them. It's in the $7 range, man. That's rare. So at a juicy, juicy level, and if you take a look, it's where it wicked down to, right? What gets wicked often gets candlesticked. I've said several times. Don't know who originally said that, but they are correct. What gets wicked often gets candlesticked. So we may be at a juice. It's definitely, if you're DCAing into at Cosmos, this is the time, man. $7.11. $7.11 Cosmos. Can it come down lower? Yeah, of course it can. So don't bet the whole farm. We don't know what's going to be going on for the next few months. September is usually a bearish month for altcoins. Could go lower, but if you're DCAing, but do look, possible chance to have a rounding. It's starting to round now, so this may be a bottom area. So keep your eye out for that. So if you're not DCAing and you're trying to trade, we may be finding support here and getting a bounce. Then again, we may not. It needs a little bit more time to play that out. Just a little. It's not a bit better. But juicy prices. In the past, when I've not bought Atom at these juicy prices, I've always kicked myself. Because we know she gets up to $14. Gets up to $17. But we really like Atom when it gets up around $20, $25 and just hangs out there for months. Or when it hangs out around $36 for months. Got up as high as $44. Hung around $28 for a while. So it's a good, it's a solid 4 or 5x'er just based on past history. But they've done a ton of building since then. And this ecosystem is gaining some ground, baby. It's creating some traction. So it's just one I don't, if you miss out on it, it's not because I didn't tell you about it. Let's just leave it at that. Atom, think about it. So there's a new Pepe. What was wrong with old Pepe? What happened with old Pepe? I've not been keeping up with that. I've heard about a possible rug pull, and then I've heard no, it's not, and then no, sucker, you're lying, and then no, I am not lying. Is just where is new Pepe? It's not a Mexi. Is it called new Pepe? Almost 2 cents. What is original Pepe doing? What Pepe Tether? 87.90. Oh, you took a hit, baby. Didn't make any difference today either on Pepe, did it? Still stayed down there. Off to the big drop. Go up and come down. Very head and shouldersy. Right there. Poor old Pepe. So have you reached, did it come down? Just back down to that bottom. You're holding the same levels you held over here. Some people believe that Pepe will make a comeback. I don't know, man. It's definitely on the bottom if you want to give it a try, but it's probably not going to win any major awards for changing the world. Ooh, that's a nice trend line. Respected that. Respect the TA. It won't be long before she prints a little green dot here and tries to go up, but is it going to, you know, go up nice? We're going to do red dot, green dot, do, you know. But it's getting ready. I see VWAP. There's a yellow thing right here turns orange. Yeah, she's headed to the upside. Stochastics are flipping up. There's still some signs. Just getting ready. She's getting prepped. Where did my move? Oh, I forgot to turn my moving averages back on, man. Gotta have those. Love those moving averages, man. But yet we're still under the 9 here, way under it, so that's good flipping time. See what she looks like on the 4 hour. Still looks a little bit bearish on this 4 hour. I think she could drop back down here. What gets wick gets candlestick. Pepe may be coming back down to 77.88. Looks like good possibility, unless it does something really bullish. It's got a chance. It could flip. Sometimes you can see these lines come together here and price be below it, and they'll just, you know, take it, flip back over real quick. Will this do it? Ugh. Hard to say. Maybe not. They're all tight through here, and we're just waiting for this. It's going to go sideways for a little while until this one comes down. I'm going to make it take a little dump. Nothing too major yet. Still bearish to me. If it's under the 9, especially on a lot of those major time frames, bearish. Lost this trend right here coming down, in my personal opinion. Although I thought that about Bitcoin too, and we just kept ranging sideways. So, you know, take that with a grain of salt. Strega is speaking code. Well, let's go check that out. See what that is. Let's see. I got Floki SafeMoon up here, which this is on the hour. You already pumped up. I missed that pump. Gosh darn it. Floki SafeMoon, you pumped without me. So, juicy buys on in the red there. Buy. I picked up some more of it. I'm giving this one a try. Floki SafeMoon. Just because it's here, go over real quick. Blue line. 50's crossing the 200. Buy signal right there. You couldn't have picked a more perfect. They usually don't line up that good. That's actually close to a nice little bottom for that one. Things are starting to look good for Floki SafeMoon for a little bit more of a move up. This is one that's got a nice little range of about 1 to 200% that you can play with, and so that's why I'm playing with it. I know it looks like I'm a pushover for people to come in and ask for coins, but some of them got some things going for them, man, and this one did. Oh crap! I can't get out of here. Escape. Why do you never work? It's that button. All right, let's plug this contract in, see what happens. This is, oh, the Pepe contract. What's the regular? Okay, Pepe ETH, right? Pepe against Ethereum. And Pepe is at the, it's at 1.9 cents for Pepe? I thought it was like a fraction of a penny. Maybe I'm not reading that right. No, that's right. Okay, now we're going by ETH here. Okay, so they just got the dollar sign there. It can confuse me. It's an ETH. No, it can't be ETH. I'm just going to go by what the chart says. You guys figure out what the numbers mean. She's on a tear. She went way up. She went crazy ballistic. She went past my measure move, and I was being too damn conservative, I guess. Holy crap. Okay. Topped out. Yes. The 1 hour RSI is at 19. This is time to sell. This is time to take profit. Look at that 4 hour. Yeah. This is time to sell. Let's see if we can get this little baby going on here. Can we? She's making her way up to the 2618 at 0.02212. Short changed that a little bit to get that, but that should be where we're headed. If Pepe still feels like hopping along, we have a 3618 target at 0.03. But I don't think that would happen. That's 2618 will probably be it. But also good time at where it is now. That's at 0.022 and we're currently at 0.0178. And so it's moving. She's still going above the 9 on the 15. She's still got some juice to get up here to that target. Could it still go higher? Maybe. We'll look at this in a different way too, but I want to throw the fib up there first. So I gotta zoom out and figure out where I'm at again. Get rid of all this noise on my screen. So all this stuff is gone. Everything hit on there. Erase that. So we don't have a candle close that I can work with yet. I'm in the 4 hour. Or the 2 hour. Because we're doing it right now on this 1 hour. Don't have enough information to see where this price came from. Oh, dang, baby. Oh, you at this? You hit the 2618. I pulled that fib wrong. Didn't I? Did I not? Okay, no, I'm just freaking out. Sorry, it's freaking out. We're good. We did a different one there. That's interesting. What we got here? We went up past. Okay, if we do the swing low to swing high, this one does actually make sense. She has given you the 1618 was there. How will they lining up? So if you pull some fibs and you're not sure, you need to go through and make sure that things kind of line up with your levels a little bit. This one's okay, but not great. I'm not too thrilled with this. So we got what may be our little top wick now there. So let's just assume that this one is that we peaked out there, that we got something to work with. So 50% correction is definitely in order. We know how this goes, right? You get parabolic movement and then you got down and sideways for most of the time, unless it's just on like just a mega tear. So you're taking chances. All I can say, the smart thing to do is just take profits when we get the crazy highs and just buy back in at these lows, because it should come back. Just using your simple horizontal support and resistance areas. You know she's going to come back and test these areas. That's at 0.0071 and 0.009. Those are some really good areas. So to look to maybe get back in, it's got to come back here. It's got to. Look, the 9 moving average is sitting right there at that same level. That's got to come back to the 9. Whenever in doubt, go for your moving averages. It's got to always come back to the 9 and the 21 on a strong move. Pattern wise, I mean, it broke out of a upward channel there. Rising channel. Several different ways that you can look at this. I see this because we get these bearish patterns, then things go parabolic. So if you're watching it like this, you might have been privy to catching that. Especially lining it up with that trend line there. I would have called it with I would have looked on the bodies. And then of course you also had this little number, but there's several different, both of those bearish patterns. Any bullish breakout of a bearish pattern, a lot of times you will see parabolic action. Not always as beautiful as this, but wow. Pepe, it did something. Can we measure it? Is it going to tell us how much it went? At 0.0057 all the way up here. That's up 3.5x. Hells yeah. I see why this stuff is appealing to you guys now. Crazy DGens making all the money out there. Good for you guys, man. Pepe, before we sign off tonight, we have to pay you respect, man. At least you did better than your little brother, your half brother, half Pepe, who lost his legs. God bless half Pepe. God bless Pepe too. Alrighty, Pepe. I don't know what I'm even looking at over here, but it's not looking so hot over here. It's the other Pepe. So whatever's going on there with all that, the Pepe you're in looks awesome. This one looks like it sucks. Bitcoin's still where it was where we started the stream an hour and a half ago. Speaking of it being an hour and a half ago, it's coming to the downside again. It's been doing that forever anyway. Appreciate you guys for being here, man. Randomness. Hey, Randomness. Welcome to the stream. TJ Shed and Justin Williams betrayed Bitboy and they're trying to do him dirty. That's what we were reading about, and it was basically true. But the official announcement should come out tomorrow, but something was going on. It's just like paternity leave. I bet there was all kinds of juicy stories over there. All right. Guys, I'll see you tomorrow night. Trade carefully, and I may be doing a AM stream this week sometime, so I don't know if you guys are available. You can stop by and see me. If not, then catch you later. Guys, be blessed. Trade carefully. Tomorrow is Monday. It is, usually a fake out Monday. It's going to be wild, especially I'm sure with Bitcoin. But just be ready for it. Stops in place. Have a good one. And God bless you all.
Come on, come here, boy. Come on.
Tell your kids, tell your mom you love her, tell your wife good. Say nice things to your wife. Gosh. Always. Just be appreciative of what you have. The blessings that if you have, more blessings will follow. Just tell the man upstairs thank you every once in a while. I tell him all the time. I try to. Good night, everybody.
Sharing secrets, you wish really was part your life. Basic bullets with no bullets. Does your wife know you're begging for my notice? Promise.